My fellow Americans, I've just started watching The Last of Us. It's a great show. It doesn't quite live up to The Walking Dead, but it's a great story.
Joe, I think your dementia or whatever the fuck you got going on might be kicking in again. The Walking Dead, what does that have to do with The Last of Us? They aren't related at all, Joe. Joe, did you know this show is based on a video game?
No, I didn't even know. I never played it.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Another bandwagoner who's just hopping on the HBO Max train. First off, the show is so gay, so gay. Literally, episode 3. Give me a break. Also, Joe, how could you even call yourself a gamer if you've never played The Last of Us? I mean, really, what the fuck?
Hey, Donald, some of us are busy out here. I'm running a country, if you even remember what that's like. I haven't had time to play games as much as I used to. Considering how your presidency went, I bet you were playing games your whole term.
Not gonna lie, if I wasn't golfing, I was on my PlayStation, to be honest. I remember booting up The Last of Us Part 2 Day 1 instead of going to some stupid COVID relief meeting. I even pre-ordered it. What a mistake. Trash-ass game, if you ask me. The first one was way better. Way better.
Now, wait a minute, Donald. Part 2 had an incredibly nuanced story. It was about the cycle of violence and how revenge won't bring you peace. It had a unique perspective.
Shut the fuck up, Obama. You're literally the king of drone strikes. No one wants to hear about your cycle of violence, revenge, and peace bullshit. You've got the people of Pakistan and Yemen out here playing The Last of Us for real. I don't want to hear another word from you.
Let me be clear. The United States' stance on foreign policy doesn't change the fact that I can appreciate good storytelling, and The Last of Us series is superb. I think the TV series is a fantastic adaptation, and I don't think you should make fun of Joe for just now getting into it.
Thanks, Barry.
Also, if we want to talk about The Last of Us for real, Donald, you quite literally had a global pandemic happening during your presidency, and you absolutely fumbled the response. You fumbled the fuck out of it. If the cordyceps fungus broke out in early 2020, we'd all be fucked. I'm all about change and hope, but the only thing I could hope for if cordyceps broke out under your presidency is that I'd already be in a bunker underground with Michelle, Sasha, and Malia. On the surface, zombies would be storming the Capitol building in D.C., and you'd still be calling it fake news from the crooked media. Oh, wait, that already happened in real life. You'd literally get bitten by a zombie, and all you'd do is ask for some ivermectin.
Obama, I literally don't give a fuck about anything you're talking about right now. Literally, not one fuck. Part 2 was trash. I don't care what you say. I won't spoil it for Joe because I'm not a fucking monster or Redditor loser, but the death at the beginning of the game was just unnecessary. Seriously, a golf club? As an avid golfer, I was traumatized. I was missing tee times for the next 2 months after that shit. Besides that, the game clearly was anti-male, fake woke bullshit. You mean to tell me that we have an apocalyptic situation and the story revolves around 2 women? Give me a break. These feminists are ruining every great narrative that we have left. After a long day of golf, I just want to go home, drink some beer, and play a game without feeling like I'm sitting in a lecture at a women's college.
And I think you're just being sexist.
No, seriously, it didn't make any sense. Abby was out here looking swole as hell. She had these big gorilla arms and small-ass titties. I don't even know why they had that scene with her shirt off. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Okay, Donald, now you're just being creepy.
I don't want to hear a word out of you, Sleepy Joe, or should I say Creepy Joe. We all saw you smelling that girl's hair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do, Joe. Yes, you do.
Okay, guys, that's enough. Anyway, I'm just happy newcomers are getting exposed to the series, and I'm glad they came out with the Part 1 remake right before the show.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They've remade that game like 3 times. Dead ass, how many times do they expect us to keep buying the same games? I'm literally a billionaire, but I'm not buying another remake of these games when the originals aren't even that old. I'm not buying anything else until they come out with a Part 3.
It would be sick if Part 3 was a prequel where they explored the early years of the outbreak. I'd love to see Joel's backstory there. The series always hinted that he and Tommy did some dark shit, and I want to see how that played out.
Honestly, me too.
Obama, we don't agree on a lot of things, but that's a pretty good idea. Pretty good. I would want to play that. I think a lot of people would want to play that. As long as they do it right, do it bigly, it could go a long way to redeem the trash. That was Part 2.
Yeah, whatever, man.